Hey guys, it's Jamie here, coming in with another video for you guys. This video is going to be the quest battle, the Reikland Runefang. So I have played it and I have got a replay here saved, so let's jump straight into that. Where would it be? Battles, replays, Empire Quest Battle 1, and let's watch the replay. So what I have is Franz as my legendary lord, 2 halberdiers, 3 spearmen with shields, 7 swordsmen, 3 crossbowmen, 1 handgunner, 1 Reichsguard, 2 pistoliers and 1 mortar. What the enemy has is 4 chaos marauders, 3 chaos marauders with great weapons, and 2 marauder horsemen with throwing axes, and a marauder chieftain. And that's the first wave of enemies that come at you straight ahead. That's how I've deployed my units. I got the mortars right at the back, pistoliers on the right, 2 spears just to deal with this cav here. I do have my 2 pistolier cav here, and also my Reichsguard. They're going to wrap around soon. I kind of use 2 of these to chase the horses away, and I use my other spearmen to flank as well as the pistoliers. What I did poorly here was probably not back away my archers in time, so they kind of get starlight. So I just quickly rush my units through to quickly save them. Bit of micromanagement, doing nothing. Yeah, focusing elsewhere. Emperor Franz, straight into it, straight against his Marauder Chieftain. Try to get him off the battle map as soon as possible, so enemy units can start wavering. Zoom into some combat. Swordsman versus Chaos Marauders with great weapons. There's some pretty good animations in there. You can see him jumping, lunging. I've seen him kick before. It's pretty interesting. Still chasing off these horsemen over here. I kind of laid these here for a while. What I wanted to do is bring them closer to shoot in the back. Do that soon. Reichsguard finally gets moved. Yeah, so this is on hard. It's pretty, I wouldn't say difficult. You do outnumber the enemy, but they do have some good units in there. The horsemen, you do have a lot of spears, and your pistolier cav can handle them pretty easily. So can your crossbowmen. That's fine. I was actually still firing my mortars all into this bunch here, and quite a few hit Franz, and he's down to half health. And the battle's just started, really. And as you can see, my center, my swordsman pretty much broke in the center, so I had to bring my pistolier to quickly get that morale penalty down. That's pretty much all the enemy wavering. The horses still chasing, you know how it is with skirmishes. They always run you until you catch up to them with your horses of your own or shoot them. So just pushing the enemy back. These chaos marauders came back from wavering. It's fine. All the units look really cool. All fancy armor and all that. Mortars, stock standard. They look like chefs with those hats. Where's Franz? Let's have a look at him.
Take the ground! Attack! Go!
Still chasing off the cav. So what happens is, that's how you start the battle. You got this deployment zone and the enemy has this deployment zone. You deploy, once all the units have been killed or run off the map, I'm pretty sure, then more will spawn from this side. And what spawns there will be 2 chaos marauders with great weapons, 1 marauder horseman and 1 chaos warhound with poison attack. Now, I played this once before it, and like, you know, you'd expect the enemy to spawn now, so it's a bit more difficult, but I don't know if they're on timer or not. I haven't really noticed. Then maybe they are on timer. We'll have a look. Yeah, so I know they spawn here, so I kind of set up my army to start coming towards this area, and then the last set comes from here, so I kind of have them like trapped in an arc. This isn't hard, like I said. It's not too bad, to be honest. It's pretty easy. There you go. They've just spawned. So I start shifting my units across, as you can see. Still mopping up a few units, just want to quickly get them off the map, and they're gone, so now quickly set up. The mortars I think I did leave there. I totally forgot about him, but when these guys come I do change the direction of it.
Moving faster.
So if you can see, I wanted to set up closer, but because they're actually running at me, I try to set up a bit further back, just to get a charge off. And I do use Carl Franz's ability. Not sure what it is called, because I haven't really studied the game that much. But I do buff it. You'll see like a white cloud around the enemies, and that gives you charge bonus and +6 leadership. Let's just have a look at that.
This is my command.
There you go. Only 2 units are in range, himself and the swordsman unit.
Battle and blood awaits.
This is on ultra settings. If you've downloaded the latest driver for your graphics card, it should be fine. I'm running the recommended graphics card, which is the GTX 760 4GB, and it's running very, very smooth. So no problems with that at all.
Get them.
Carl Franz, kind of outnumbered. I do leave him here. He's confident he's going to win the fight, but he does take a considerable amount of damage. So I've quickly rushed my spearmen in behind. Still bringing back my pistoliers from over there. Also moving in my other archers and all that. These guys are getting wrapped up. These guys are dying. See, Carl Franz, as you can see, he's been taking a lot of damage. So, you know, your legendary lords are strong, but don't expect them to always win a fight. Just chasing them off the map now. Man, they're running really quick. Units looking really, really cool. I will do another video, or should I say, I'll do a few videos on all the units, what they look like and all the stats and all that. Maybe a bit of comparisons, a bit of style of play, attack, defense sort of thing. I also want to do a few videos on battle map, you know, strategic positions, strategies to flank, outmaneuver, you know, which unit can beat which unit, you know, stuff like that. But that's further on. So this is my second ever video on YouTube. So now I do know that they spawn here. So what spawns here is another Marauder Chieftain, same as the start. Metal Sorcerer, so a Sorcerer with metal spells. 3 plain Marauders, Chaos Marauders. 1 Chaos Marauder with great weapons, and 1 Marauder Horseman. Just on its own, no throwing axes. So I'll look at a few of the units while we're here. There's the Pistoliers. Honestly, the units look really, really cool, regardless of what they are. They all look great. So they're Pistoliers. You got your Swordsmen. They look cool too. Also got your Halberdiers. I like the Spears, they look mad. Pole arms. Carl Franz himself. I had a look at him earlier. More swordsmen. Spearmen with shields. You can see a difference. Shields, no shields. You got your handgunners. These guys actually do a lot of damage, but you need to get close and they need to be protected. But they do look cool as well. They got the sword for melee. You got your crossbowmen. Very, very good units in my opinion. All the archer units seem to be really, really good in this game, especially when you pack a few units attacking the same area. The enemy really, really drops really quickly. That's another Marauder Horseman that spawned. That was part of the second wave. Must have been hiding in the trees. And then you got mortars once again. They sound really, really good when you shoot them. If you ever get into first person view and shoot them, you'll see how good they are. They're really good. And then the Pistoliers. Actually no, I've done Pistoliers already. Where's my Reiksguard? Reiksguard over here. Yeah, Reiksguard. So let's have a look at the Reiksguard. Probably one of the best units the Empire has. Really, really heavy shot cav. In the end battle screen I'll show you exactly how many kills they got. Most of them were from routing enemies, but it really does make a difference to have cav that you can chase down the enemy, because this game has a lot of morale effects, and pretty much if you can kill the other legendary lord, then his army will waver and same for you, and you'll see that soon in this fight. I actually do run in Franz, and he does get killed, and you'll see my units start routing really quickly. But I did have numbers and I did quickly kill him. At this stage the ratio for the allied troops versus enemy troops is just in my favour. So it's not easy. You do have to micro, and microing does get a little bit harder because on this game there isn't really much like fighting animations. Units die really quickly, so it's a fast paced gameplay, whereas if you're seeing in Road 2 it's really slow. You know, you can actually enjoy the combat and all that. I'm not sure if they're going to change that, or someone's going to release a mod to slow down combat. Well, that's fine. It just means you're going to have to micro much quicker. So he's cast a spell on my units, not sure what it does. There you go. That's 30 less armor. It actually tells you what's going on. If you have a look what's going on here, my mortars are still firing into the blob again, same as the start. And that actually does prove to be costly. You'll see that very soon. So I'm wrapping around with the spare units that I got. I've aimed my handgunner straight to the Marauder Chieftain. They can't really get a good shot off, but that might be useless. As you can see, it does say obstructed, so you won't fire at the unit. That's another interesting thing to talk about in a few other videos. So this is the metal wizard. Kind of chased it off with the pistoliers, chasing them down just to bog it down with the swordsman. So wizards aren't really good in combat, but they are spellcasters after all. There you go, Franz. He actually dies and falls. My mortars have actually been firing in that blob the whole time, and it was too late before I realised to stop them from firing. So as soon as Franz died, you can see my whole unit, all my units that were here started wavering. Even this one started wavering from out here. This one starts to waver, I'm pretty sure, but then I quickly get my pistoliers and my fresh units straight in there to quickly counter it. They do start coming back, which is good. The reason why the Marauders didn't come back and all that is because I kept chasing them out of the map. So if I keep chasing the units, they're never going to come back until they're actually like safe, in a safe zone. So that's pretty much the end of the battle. Just quickly wrapping it up. This is the Marauder Chieftain. I got him in melee combat with crossbowmen, and actually they're holding up really well. And I have the handgunners actually firing into him. So you can see how quick he lost his health from pretty much half when he left this blob to nothing when he entered. So just to wrap it up, that's pretty much the end. Keep it to the end, we'll let the video play on. That was the first quest battle. Pretty easy, wasn't hard difficulty. If you think it was too easy from what you saw, then be my guest and change it. Change the difficulty to very hard or legendary. I'll probably change it, just make it more interesting. But this has been my second video. You can see unit kills and all that. Franz didn't do too bad. I probably didn't use him the best. My mortar got a lot of kills, but I'm sure there was a lot of friendly fire. Doesn't say how much kills they got. Doesn't say how much kills we got either. Okay. Crossbows did really go. It's 3 ranks on that one crossbow. That must have been the crossbow that was actually fighting the chieftain at the end there. He did sustain a little bit of health, for the other two were full. There you go, Reichsguard 168. So Cav, great for chasing enemies off the map, obviously, as you can see. Pistoliers done good. Hand cannons done good. I kept getting them mixed up. Pistoliers, handgunners, sorry. So yeah, they're really good if they're not obstructed, as you saw. Swordsmen, they are basic. The Marauders actually, with great weapons, are much more better than the Swordsmen, as you saw at the start. He routed a few of them. These guys, cheap units. Halberdiers are good units too. But these spearmen with shields, they're pretty much cheap units. You just use them to throw around, chase cav off, flank, etc. They're like your dummy unit. So that's all we're up against at the start. That was the next bunch. That actually came out late. I don't know if it was hiding in the trees or not. And then the last bunch with the middle sorcerer. So that's it. That's the end of this video. I'll hope to see you in the next one, guys. Peace.